Alright, welcome back to Dankscott Traders Hub. I believe you guys are having a good time. So as usual, you know the drill. Today is a Tuesday. Right, so sorry about that. Had some issues that I was sorting out. So as usual, let's get started without wasting time. We are late by 8 minutes. Let's pray and start today's session. Our Father, we give you praise. We say thank you for this very morning. We give you praise. We love you, Lord. As we get started today's session, as we get into today's session, we ask of your grace. We ask of your great insights towards the market, Lord. We ask of you, Lord, that you may grant us good signals, the same as you gave us yesterday, Lord. Thank you, because we made money from the insights that you gave unto us, Lord. We give you praise, Lord. We ask of you even today, let us have a good success, Lord, in as much as we want money. We know it's only you that gives us the insights to follow what you have shown in us, Lord. So we are ready to make money today. We give you praise for it. We love you. We give you praise. We love you, Lord. In Jesus' name we've prayed. Amen. So, as usual, I'm going to be a bit fast because we are late. So, crash 500. So we're going to start from, as usual, crash 500. Crash 500. So crash 500, yesterday, let's look at yesterday. Our anticipation was pull back here, then we get into buys, but then later on during the day, when it made that pullback, it actually gave us a change of character on M15. So I saw this. When I saw that, that's when I made this analysis to come there, and then we get into sales. And yeah, it first failed to break this level right here. It first failed to break that level right there. It kept on playing around there, but later in the night it actually broke that I couldn't enter it. I was looking for this trade, but I got distracted. I failed to monitor it, so it came and took me out. I was looking for that pullback there, so it took me out, and then later on the sales came in just like I had anticipated. I wanted to take my profits right there, and of course you can clearly see profits came along during the night. So the time it actually all this happened was around, this is where the entry was after this pullback, because now it was giving, it had broken that, so it had given you a lower low here. So this was the lower high, which would have given us a better entry to engage in. So this was around 18, around 18, that is 19, 20, 20, around 9 p.m. Around 9 p.m. that's when price actually broke out and we started to see some sales. So this was a dead end. The pullback to later push us back into the buys. The structure changed, so that's why we saw sales come in. So now we can delete everything that we have here, and now we get into today's analysis. So all this is not necessary anymore. Get to H1. Right, we see now price is reacting on that level 2 times. Oh, it's not yet actually. There's a fair value gap up there, so it is reacting from right here. So before I go that, I want to first see on H4. Is that fair value gap there? So daily time frame, we're looking for buys. Right, H4 fair value gap, H1 is fair value gap right here. So I'm not going to focus on that a lot. It's likely to come to this order block and then we get into buys again. But according to H1, we have a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. So it's likely to continue selling. Down below here on H1, I have my other order block down below where the buying momentum started from. So we are likely to see price actually come to this level, come to that level. We are likely to see according to H1, and of course H4 not really. Actually it can daily. Of course, that's a must to come to that, so that we can later start some buys, probably tomorrow or another day. So for now, do we have some entries? Not really. HM15 is actually showing us it is oversold. So oh yes, why? Because of H1, because of H1 CCI, it is showing that it has reached the retracement level right there. So it means according to M15, one may anticipate a pullback to where? Pullback to such an order block right here, or the fair value gap below it right there. So one may anticipate something like that. To give us some sales later. So for now, this is what I can anticipate right here. This is what I can anticipate. Buys there according to M15, and of course H1 as a pullback on H1. Then we get into sales later. So for now, I don't have an entry on M15. If neither do I have it on M5. M5, in fact, it's likely to continue selling. So we will wait and see what will happen. This would have been a break of structure on M5, but it's not yet clear. Let's see. A new candle, a new M15 candle has just started. So if this M15 fails to break and continue its sales, then we are likely to get into some pullback to get us right about there. So I have no entry here. This is just an over, but if it does give me this, I will not fail to enter sales. I will not fail to do that. All right, so enough of boom 500, crash 500. Let's head over to boom 1000. So boom 1000, I am just pissed at myself that I'm supposed to still be in this trade as we speak, because I had my limit order right here yesterday. Those who are on the VIP, you already know that I gave you the analysis where I had my limit order right there waiting for another entry right there. So I missed, before I slept, after hitting my target of the day, I deleted the one here and then left the one up there. So price decided to come for this one, not the other one. So it missed the other one, and then it came to the one I had, to the level that I had my limit order at the first instance. So I missed that, so I can easily delete that. But yesterday we had a sale. We had a sale from that exact level. We had a sale, took me out here. I entered another one, but then it was playing a lot, so I even closed it again. Then it went into sales, kept on playing around as it was consolidating within this flag. So it happened, actually it broke out of this flag later in the morning today. It happened this morning. Let me see around what time. 4, 5, 6 in the morning. At 6 a.m. in the morning, price broke out and we started to see some sales. So as we speak, we are selling. We have a lower low, lower high, lower low. It's coming now to look for a lower high, right? Okay, wait a minute. Okay, H1, H4 is looking for a pullback. We have another block there. Don't tell me we are done with the pullback. Not really. I think we are still going down. So all we can do is we use our fib. Let's use our fib to understand where price is likely to come back to. Okay, that's our fib. As we need price to come around this area. That's even corresponding with where we saw the breaker broke. But also we have this as a fair value gap right here. It's not that much. The one that is actually matching is this order block, which is giving us, which is on M30, and it is giving us the level which is between 50 and 38.8. If I go to M15, I don't see any fair value gap. The fair value gaps are those, but that order block is something. So we can go with the order block right there on M30, and we will be anticipating price to come back to it and then get us back into sales, hopefully. But according to H1, according to H4, we need to continue with buys. This was just like a pullback, then to later on continue with the buy trend. Why? Because we had a change of character right there and we've been in buys. So according to H1, first delete the fib. So delete this and that. That's what we know already. So now the anticipation is here, and then come to this order block, hopefully to that or to this one, and then we get into sales. Then from there we can anticipate buys. Alright, so I think that's a bit clear now. Let's delete my limit order right here because it's no longer coming back to it to look for sales. Delete everything right up there, and this unnecessary, all this can now go. We need this. We have these points of interest that we have. We can delete that also. Now we have our clean chart. This can go. Alright, so if this is going to happen, then look at that. That will be coming, if price comes around this area here, this will be coming a heads and shoulder, an inverted heads and shoulder right here. If price reacts to this level right here, it will become our inverted heads and shoulder. This will be the head, this will be the left shoulder, the right shoulder will be created on this order block, which is H1 order block, if price comes to this level, and that's when we'll be looking for our buy. So hopefully it's going to consider this, not the one down below, for us to anticipate an inverted heads and shoulder, and we come in with our buys to take us all the way up. Actually, it will be taking us all the way up there, because this is the leg, the left leg, so we'll be looking for the right leg here on this other side. I think we are done right there. I may not enter this buy unless I have a clean entry. I may not enter it. Let me leave it for now, see if I will get an entry. If I don't get it, then I will wait for the sell right here if I get an entry still. Alright, so we leave this on M15 and we head to boom 500. Let's head to boom 500. So what happened to boom 500? Boom 500, it's been a while since we last traded it actually. We wanted this pullback so that we can continue buying it. It didn't happen yesterday. It continued buying actually from that order block. It continued buying. After buying and reaching and breaking that support, but that resistance, then we saw price do the retracement all the way back to this fair value gap on H1. H1. So price reacted back to that fair value gap on H1. H4, we are oversold, overbought. It means we need buys, sales. So if I go to H1, well, this is a higher high, this is a higher low. But then we have our previous higher low. It was taken out, but it was the higher highs. It had already given us a new higher high, so we can't say this is a change of character. No, we can't say that. Let me so first look at daily. Daily, we still need buys. Price is above our 10 MA, and we are sort of anticipating a change of character right there according to the daily time frame, but we didn't actually. So that's why we are seeing sales. So sales are coming all the way down, but where? According to H4, what point of interest did we leave back? None. Only this order block right here, and of course the support. If you go down below to H1, what point of interest is left back? We have fair value gaps right here. Have that fair value gap, this one right here, but then we need to know using fib where is our conclusive point of interest. Okay, this is the one in premium, and it's a fair value gap, so price is likely to come to that above our 38.2. So one day anticipate price to come there, and then probably we get back into sales to bring us all the way down. So M15, are we selling? Yes. Are we buying? Yes. Price has bounced off, so it's coming to this fair value gap. It's something I'm seeing, either to that fair value gap or to that order block right here, where this momentum, where buy momentum started from right here. So either it's coming right here to give us the entry. So I'm going to use that, but in between here there is a fair value gap, big one right there. So if I can bring this and show it to you right there, this, all of this is a fair value gap. So clearly, if it gives us entries in here, 50% of that we can enter, but it's likely to come to this order block. It's likely to come to this order block where a lot of buy orders started from for this move right here. So let's wait and see what comes around. That is boom 500. Now let's head over to boom volatility 25s. Vol 25s. Now this one here, so this one right here, let me show you what happened. Actually, let's first go to H1. So we realized that it was in this kind of expanding falling wedge. So I knew yesterday the price was going to go up and then down. So after that, that's why we saw this move right here. We saw this move. Of course, during the analysis, I had of course entered my entries right here. I think so. No, I have not entered. I was waiting for it to give me an entry, but it failed to give me an entry, and I missed to enter it when price got above our 10 MA, and that's where it headed to. Reached our point, our target level, but then it gave me a change of character right there, and immediately before even it gave me the change of character, after giving me this other pullback here, I made an entry, but I kept on dragging my stop loss, and I was taken out right there. I was taken out, and price, look at what it did after taking me out. It pushed all the way without any interruption, all the way to the support level once again. Of course, after reaching here, that was during night at around 8 p.m. I believe, so I waited, of course, for the second entry for the buy. I entered right there. It kept on playing around until it broke out and gave me that, and of course I had stayed a lot in the market the whole day, so I took that and I moved out. I took that profit and I moved out, and then it retested all the way back till it would have actually taken me out, because my stop loss was just below here. My stop loss was just below there, so it would have taken me out if I had stayed in. So I moved out, went up, and then came down, tested gave a fake breakout down below the support. Okay, so now we can look at that. So take out the history, take out that. Oh wait, it's on 15. So we saw that fake breakout below the support. This support is on M15. Is it on 15? Yeah, I think it is on M15, but we can leave it, so delete it. So we saw that fake breakout, then went back into buys, came back to that fair value gap on M15, just above there, around that confluence, yeah, where there's that confluence there. So price reacted to that confluence area, and then later we saw sells. We saw sells again. That was today morning. So as we speak, we are looking for buys, but yet we are not yet having a confirmation on H1. We are not yet ready to enter buys on H1, but as we clearly see right here, that's a support area. Yeah, that's a support area. Once, twice, second time, third time. This is the third time now the price is bouncing off this area. We have another block down below, we have another one here, so we still have some points of interest price can react back to, but according to CCI, what we see is that it is very close to reaching oversold, meaning giving us a signal of a confluence signal on CCI. So if I go back to M15, I want to anticipate what is happening. So this is sort of a change of character, but weird one. It's clear on M5, but still not that much that I can use. So it's consolidation time. We clearly see we're going to see consolidation. We're going to see consolidation right now. So I have nothing I can do with this. I have to just wait for it to play around until we get an entry to push for the buys. We're going to be looking for buys, and these buys are going to be pushing us back to these highs, probably back to those highs up there, or to this level right here, because according to daily time frame we still need buys. So I want to delete this. According to daily time frame we still need buys, but on H4 we are over H4 we are oversold, we are overbought, and price, you can clearly see it's failing to break this level. But if it breaks it, then we will be seeing sells. So in as much as we are looking for buys, if the momentum of sellers increases and breaks this level, then we will get into sales, and these sales will be coming probably all the way to this support right here. We have a support here, we had a resistance up there, so we have those points of interest. This, the way it is structured, V25 1S, the way it is structured, you need to look for short trades, not swing trades. Apparently you have to look for short trades. You have to look for short trades. So I can take everything right here. Okay, first leave it for now. This move right there has to give us this right there, so it's likely to bring us all the way back to that level. Alright, so we know that, so we need this move to push buys to all the way up there. Can we see it today? We will wait and see if we can see it. Alright, enough of V25s. It's very tricky. That's why we took advantage of it yesterday when it was playing within that kind of level right there. So all we can do now is to just wait until price gives us an entry for the buys to push us right there. Alright, V75 is our next asset. V75. Now V75, the first entry we made during the analysis, it was a loss. We made a loss on it, but then we made another entry later. So this was our first entry. Where is it? Oh yes, here and there. Those were two entries I entered. Then I accepted the loss below this level. I had my limit, my stop loss down below there. So after taking me out, I reanalyzed and price was coming all the way to this order block, and hopefully it would have even touched the trend line. So once I realized that, I had a limit order that was waiting here, so it was activated, but also I waited for price to reach all the way here. I entered another entry right there, and that's how I recovered this loss and even made profits. So I took advantage of this move, reached there, took my profits, and called it a day on V75. It made this pullback and I missed it, but I was waiting for it. I was supposed to enter it. So let me first take all this out and I show you that. So I was still waiting for this. It was another block, a fair value gap on M15, on M5. Yeah, fair value gap right there. That's what I was waiting for on M5. Having given me this, I was waiting for it to give me this, and it clearly gave it to me. And it not only gave it to me, but it also gave me that kind of inverted heads and shoulder. So I missed this, all this. I came back only to find it had already touched my fair value gap, and of course even went above, because my entry was supposed to be here as a second entry. This was supposed to be my first entry right there, because I was waiting for price to react on this fair value gap. Alright, so that's how I missed the second entry, the third entry on V75 V75. So now we get to see what is happening in today's market. All this is now a support, having seen the breakout. We can even take out this now, go to H4, want to reduce on these lines, take out that, yeah, I think at least now we are good to take out these two. So we are now good. So we saw the breakout on that resistance level, and it has come to that other resistance level. This is a resistance level up there, and surprisingly we saw the breakout from the channel right there. You can see that that's a breakout on that channel. We have a breakout. According to daily time frame, if price breaks this resistance level, we'll be seeing a change of character, meaning we will not follow what we are seeing on CCI to wait for this move, but we will be now anticipating buys because it will have given us a change of character on the daily time frame. And even though, even right now, we clearly see the price is above our 10 MA on the daily time frame, which is a good signal for buys. But then we have a resistance level as a barrier right there. If price fails to break it, then sales are coming in. And of course, according to H4 and on CCI, you clearly see that we are now overbought, meaning sales should be coming in. So if I go to H1, same thing, I see we are overbought, sales are anticipated. M15, same thing, sales are anticipated. But then I have a change of character right here, and the price has gone up, back up, to give me a triple top right there, meaning I can look for sales here. But then I want to be very sure of what I'm doing. This is not some change of character that I can clearly base myself on. If I use that on M5, go to M15, can I enter sales? If I enter sales, where am I going to take my profits? Not really. I'm not going to enter sales because this is just sort of like a fake chalk. It's like a fake chalk. If I enter here, my stop loss is going to be above there. But then above there, these guys already know that our stop losses are going to be there. They can easily push price to take up our stop losses because that's where our liquidity pool is going to be. So, do we risk? I think we can do the risking. Yeah. If you don't risk, then you may actually regret why you failed to enter. So I'll have my stop loss above there, and I'll be risking $9. All I need is about $20. Can I get it today? I doubt I can. Because where it is pushing me, let me see, according to H1, there's a fair value gap in there where I'm putting my target, but then the first target is around these areas where there's a lot of confluence right here. There's a lot of confluence, so it's going to be a tricky one. This kind of trade, we may stay in it for the whole day because of the momentum in the market. Yeah, this kind of sell trade, we may see it the whole day. According to daily time frame, that was a first breakout candle, and I don't see it reversing, only that it has hit that resistance. So probably the next H4, which has just started, may become a sell. We don't know. Let's wait and see if this H4 is going to be a sell. If it is a sell, then it's likely to come all the way down below to retest such areas. So let's wait and see if that is going to actually happen. All right, my sale is locked in. I'm looking at risking about $9. Let's see if it is going to pay out. Jump 50. So jump 50. Excuse me. Let's see what happened. Jump 50. H1. Let's go to daily and drag this out here. So H1, what happened? No. For it, we didn't even give it time, because it was already it had already reached that level. So we are looking at price giving us a pullback from that resistance right there. It's actually a fake breakout. I mean a fair value gap on H4. It decided to go all the way to the order block right there. Decided to go all the way to the order block, so I can delete the fair value gap. But now we see the price has reached this level, so we are anticipating a pullback there to give us some sort of change of character. So all I can do is now delete this line right here, delete even that for now. We will bring it later. Delete this. Want to clear the chart. So price has not reacted to this level again. So this is going to be a point of interest right here, very crucial point of interest. So if I go to MH1, I'm already selling, but then M15, I need a pullback, which will be matching with what I want on H1 to get back up and then continue selling. All right, so can I enter buys here? I think I can. Having seen this, I think I can. Yeah, I think I can, and I'll be targeting this kind of level. Be targeting that kind of level. Let me go to M5. I see what is happening. Okay, it's a bit slow. Somehow this level is holding a price right there. Somehow it's holding price. So what do I do? Because this is jump, it can easily do a jump in the next candle, or it can first do a retest. So that forces me to go to M1, and clearly M1 shows me it's going to first come down a bit. So I can wait on M1. M1 is likely to first get down, and then it gets enough momentum to break that all the way there. It's likely to do that. So according to M1, that's what I see. But momentum can change drastically. These are jumps. It can easily break out according to M5. Yeah, so let's wait and see if this can actually give us an entry, and we look for this kind of buy to take us at least right there. This is jump 50. That is enough money for the day if you get this move right here. So are we going to see this pullback according to M1? Let's wait and see. Let me actually do this. need price to come around this level. That's where I'm going to put my limit order 0. I'm going to put my limit order right there. If it comes here, it automatically activates my limit order. But then I will have another order right here, another entry right there. If it decides to come all the way down, it activates that. Okay, so now I'm going to be back to this level, to this asset later before we close today's session. That is jump 50 for us there. All right, let's go to jump 25 and we look at it. Jump 25, we made money. Actually, I made some good money on it, even though I didn't share it with a VIP because it was playing a lot of games, and I didn't want you to risk. I didn't want you guys to risk a lot. So apologies on that. Remember, yesterday's analysis was pull back here and then we sell. So I first made an entry. This is the first entry, took me out on my stop loss in profits. It took me out. Then I made another entry when it broke out. I made another entry when it broke out right here. I took my profits right here. That was a good, I think it was about $20 right here. So it again retested. So I had my other limit order waiting here. I entered here and another limit order was waiting here. Another one was waiting here. So I entered a sell, another limit order here, and they all came into profits and took my profits right here. And that's how yesterday played out. So that was yesterday. So enough of that, enough of yesterday. But you can clearly see this was a first TP. It was hit like I had told you. Now it's looking for the second TP. The second TP has to come all the way here, has to come all the way around that level. So that's what we are currently looking at. Let's see if we can actually take advantage. So price reacted to this fair value gap, in fact to the order block up there, and then started to sell. Clearly we see a breakout structure right here. It's some kind of weird breakout structure. So you can see price is almost oversold on H1, almost oversold. Let's go to M15. Price is consolidating, so this might be a no-go for me unless it does this and then come in. Let me go to M30. M30 is also oversold, so what is not happening? M15, M5 I mean. Okay, M5 may have answers for us. M5 is clearly having answers for us. So that clearly tells us that this is a change of character on M5. And of course this is a pennant right there. So we clearly see the price is coming right there. It's going to break out and get us right there. According to M5. So the buys are clearly our best option. Look at this liquidity grab right here. Then went up, consolidated. I don't think it's going to come again. I doubt it will, but if there is any element of liquidity grab or element of fake breakout manipulation, then it will be this, and then to take us right there. So what do I do? according to M15 I need buys, M5 I need buys, H1 I still need sells, but it's unclear. Prices, the momentum is very low, so I'm going to first grab some money right up there, then get into sells. That's for sure. Alright, so that's how it's going to be. So this is going to be like that. That's what we are likely going to see. Price get us there. I mean, M5 and M15 will get us there, and then we get into sales to push for a sell all the way to this level, and then we'll get oversold on H1, and then we can anticipate buys from that level. Let's look at H4. H4 we need buys, yes, and that's what, and that will be now following the rest of the time frames. The analysis will be following what we are seeing on other time frames. So let's wait for this breakout, this move, this buy move to reach there. It may or it may not give us a fake breakout. It may or it may not. So you have to know that. In fact, I think I can enter now. This is yeah, I can enter by here 0.2, make my buy right here. I'm going to be looking for that area right there. I'm going to be looking for that, and my stop loss is just going to be here. I'll be risking about $7. Oh, that means I'm looking for a 1 to 2. Alright, so I will have another limit order waiting right here for the fake breakout. Alright, let's wait for this move. We see if it's going to pay out. Let me look for the stop loss. We have my stop loss right here. Copy it, add it to this limit order. Add it to this limit order. Modify. Alright, I think that's it on jump 25. On jump 25. Yeah, that's it. I'll be looking for this kind of buy. And of course, copy this and look for this. So if it does this, then I will have my second entry to push me all the way up there. Right, so look for 15. 15 is about here. If it comes all the way from here to take me up there. So enough of that. Let's head over to our last asset, which is jump 10, and we look at it. So jump 10, what happened? What happened on jump 10? Yesterday we needed this pullback. Those who remember, let me just drag this here. This was a rising wedge, so I had these 2 points of interest. I wanted pullback there or there. Price gave us this pullback, but I told you that price is going to keep playing within here, and then we later get into sells. So when it did that, when it went up there, I entered, but I had my stop loss above there. So this was the trade. So I entered actually a bit late on this move. So it first went into floating losses, but later it came, but it was playing a lot. It had no momentum. So when it came to this order block, I closed immediately, because I didn't want to keep in the trade the whole night. Look at that, it would have kept playing up to now. It is still playing within the same thing. So yeah, I moved out and called it a day yesterday. So that was my last trade actually. So I can delete everything right there. I can maintain that one up. Firstly, I can maintain this one up. I can maintain this one up there for the block, and then take this away. Take that away. Take this. Already has worked, but we need it to reach there, so no need for it anymore. Just we know that we need sales. So currently we clearly see that we are having a horizontal. We're having a horizontal channel. Yeah, we are having a horizontal channel. This is a horizontal channel right here. That's what price is doing. That's what it is giving us as we speak. So you can easily delete this and have the horizontal channel clearly drawn. So we are having that horizontal channel right there. Price comes up, down, up, down. So it's going to come here, but then we know at a certain point it's going to break and continue selling. Yeah, it's going to break and continue selling. We have a resistance level, a support level right here. So this price is still having a long way to go because it still has issues. So I may leave this asset alone. For I can of course do what? I can of course do the scalping within this horizontal channel on M5 and M1, but it's very easy. It's very advisable to leave this kind of asset. Just leave it, and we wait for some good other moves when it does what we need. But as of now, it is consolidating within a horizontal channel, but it will break out, coming all the way into sales. So let's wait for that. All right, so that has been today's analysis. Let's do the recap and we call it a day. Let's do a recap and we call it a day. So we started off with crash 500. We need price to get up there in the buys, and then we can come with the sells, but we are not ready to enter the buys. In fact, it has given us, if you clearly see it on M5, that's like what? That's like an inverted heads and shoulder right there on M5 to push us for the buys. Yeah, that's like it. But before I can even finish it, you can see price has spiked to go all the way back down. So it's no longer a heads, an inverted heads and shoulder, but we want price to break this level for us to understand that we are coming for the buys. So let's wait and see if that will work out. If it fails and it breaks this other one, then the sell is continuing to come all the way here. Remember, we are selling. That's a general trend according to H1 and H4, I believe. I know according to H1, according to H4, this is just a pullback to later get us into buys again. So for now, leave this on M5, M15. Boom 1000. We are waiting for this pullback then you can enter sales. The buy is a bit skeptical, it's having low momentum, so that's why I'm not rushing into it. Boom 500, it has given us that kind of pullback, and it's heading all the way up. It has come to this one. I told you we had two levels, this one here or the one down below. Now it has reacted on this one, just in the 50% of that fair value gap. That's where price has reacted from, and now it's headed right there. Can I enter? I doubt I can. I doubt I can. I will have a big stop loss. My stop loss will be below here because it can easily come back to this level. So do I need to go for that kind of retest buy? Because there's that momentum, I mean that liquidity it has to grab on that fair value gap. Let me leave it to go. If it comes back again, I will enter it, but for now, let me leave it to go. How I wish I had left my limit order right here. I forgot about it. V25S, it's a no-go for us. I told you it's playing around. I don't have even energy to scratch my head to look for a trade right here. So let's leave it for now because we need sales. That's the general trend. We need sales according to H4, even according to H1. We still need some sales. We have these points of interest, but we have this support for price to first break out. If price breaks this support, then it will come to this or this, and then we can get into more buys. V75, I entered the sell. And like I said, you have to have your stop loss all the way up there. The sell, we need it to bring us all the way to this level or to this level. So it's likely to give it to us, but it may consolidate. This trade may take the whole day, like I told you when I made an entry. So this sell may take the whole day. We may have a second entry right here. Why am I saying a second entry? We needed a pullback, but the whole of the daily candle started as a buy, so having a second candle you may be risking a lot, so you may just stick with one entry and see if we can get a pullback, since that is a resistance level. Yeah, so since that is a resistance level, we are anticipating just a pullback to come and test this level, then before it can give us it can gain enough momentum to go for the break of this resistance level. So let's wait and see on this current H4 candle what will happen. J50, I had my limit orders waiting on these levels, so if price returns to them, then I can enter some buys, but until then nothing I can do. I can see prices playing around on that level right there, and it's a resistance, an order block. It's now a resistance level, so it is going to be hard for it to break before it retests a bit down below. It can keep playing within, and it makes a horizontal channel. Lastly, second last is J25, where we entered our buy. We need our buys to go up there, or if it does retest, then we will have a second entry right here. So currently we are in some small profits right there. We are hoping it's going to get us right there and get that money, but if it does react here, then it will take us to this and have another entry, but our stop loss is just here. So if it decides to go all the way down, then it will take us out right there. I don't want to risk beyond that. I'm risking about I'll be risking about Lastly is jump 10. Jump 10 is within a horizontal channel, so you can keep playing. It's going to keep playing within there, but it has low momentum, so you can wait, or you can scalp it on M5 and M1. When it goes down, then you look for buys to take you up, or you wait for the ones to go up, then you can wait for the sell, because the general trend is a sell, and we'll be looking for sells to break this resistance, this support, to get all the way down below. This can be deleted, I believe. When you go to page 4, yeah, this is no longer really a thing. Just delete it and have this as your point of interest. Have this as your point of interest for the sell. All right, I think that's it for today. And let me wish you guys a good day. Remember, we are in the last week of May. You can register, you can subscribe for the signals. It's only $15 per month. You can subscribe for that. But also, if you want to learn how I analyze, you learn everything that I know in as far as trading is concerned, what you see me do. Then you have an opportunity to join the mentorship class, the mentorship program, which is at $110 if I determine the hours and the time for the class. But also you have an opportunity to have a one-on-one where you even determine your own time, your flexible time, and that costs you $300. So it's your decision to make, but June classes, registration began. So the registration for the June classes began. You can be part of them. Otherwise, I want to wish each and every one of you guys a good day, a happy trading day. Remember, at 1 p.m. we're going to have a BTC analysis. Today is a Tuesday, so we'll be having a BTC analysis at 1 p.m. to analyze a BTC and see where it is headed or where it is at, and how we can trade it and look at making money from it. Otherwise, happy trading. Don't forget to use proper risk management when you're trading. Stop losses are helpful. If you don't use them, you are increasing your huge risk, your account. You're putting your account at a high risk of losing it or blowing it. So always remember to use proper risk management. The first goal or the first focus as a trader is to protect your account. So if you don't do that, then you're still learning to be a trader. Happy trading, guys. See you tomorrow same time. Those of BTC, see you at 1. Bye-bye.